This is the Big Chillin Podcast. Welcome back to the Big Chillin Podcast. We had some hilarious
the
back
real
on the
mics.
mics and hopefully getting recorded the whole time.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah,
three.
so the last week we did not record we recorded 2 podcasts. We did not upload a podcast because both those podcasts had some things going on. So the first one, we get to the recording screen after an hour and a half. We're like, that was pretty damn good. The banana and the slug.
Yeah,
That's
was
the name of this one.
Try and get in to tell everyone about this.
I may not even. I'm just going to leave it at that. Banana and the slug. It was called that. It was great. And it's gone. No, 5 minutes of the audio recorded. So the rest of it is just, me doing this on the screen.
Yeah, it's
I'll
just
show
nothing,
that. But
nothing going on.
or videos playing or scrolling through the internet doing what we do. But then I was like, look, no big deal.
Yeah.
I'll just disconnect everything, reconnect it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll blow some air on all the connections too, just to be sure. I did that just to be thorough, because I'm a thorough guy. So then we recorded another one. We were like, all right, that's good. Hour and 27 minutes. That's pretty good. And we pretty much recapped Bananas like pretty well, as good as you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're doing right now.
didn't really do all the. Didn't do the same jokes, of course, but it was organic and pretty good as well. And then we started listening to it, and it was entirely recorded with the internal mics of the laptop. So it was like if I were speaking from all the way over here, kind of, and then like jumbled up, maybe even muffled. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, and you couldn't even hear me.
Closer to the mic now. This is how it's supposed to sound. It's how we usually do it.
It's hopefully how it's sounding now.
Hopefully how it's sounding now.
My God, should have
And
bought that thing from Amazon.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. These are Audio Technicas.
Nice little. Well, these are fine, but the little Amazon Basics module thing.
Oh,
that
the
plugged
thing,
into
the power supply for these
might be a piece of crap.
It's a little hollow. I was concerned about that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they cut a bunch of corners assembling it in China or whatever.
Corners.
Dang
4
it,
corners.
said a
4
bad
corners
word.
of the Earth.
Yep.
The Earth is our planet.
Yeah.
Planet fitness.
Fitness.
If you witnessed the fitness, there was a witness to a murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A murder on the.
There was nothing. And I've been watching nothing but literally Screen Junkies and gardening videos.
Yeah, honest trailers.
And so I haven't been watching any political news. I've read a title accidentally, I think, but I've forgotten what they've said.
What was it? Pick something up that sounds like
Biden flashes his wiener at Afghanistan, signifying we'll never go back or something. Yeah, all of it. You just like a helicopter with the hole on the side. You just put your dick out, so you don't have to go all the way outside. So just because it's hot,
In Afghanistan.
Everyone's like, "Holy crap, that's Biden's dick flying by." As all the stuff's awry. Actually, probably it's not. As the Taliban's finally controlling everything like they should.
Like they should.
They're getting women back in order. God, sluts.
Are they?
And
yeah, they're doing good though. As last time I saw.
But yeah, no one should get mad over my hilarious, sarcastic compliments of the Taliban, because Donald Trump always he insults them and then he's very quick to call them good fighters.
They're very stern fighters.
Very quickly, yeah.
They always have a word like that.
They're terrible. We beat him.
He's like
good fighters.
But he's a strict.
Yeah, he's really.
He'll like talk about a dictator. And be like, he's a bad guy, but he is very strict. I'll give him that.
It's like, well,
whips his people into shape.
It's funny as shit.
Figuratively and literally.
God, he's so funny. I mean, like.
He's a funny guy. In an alternate place, he was probably a very good comedian. And if he didn't become president,
he shouldn't have done that.
He would probably still, be able to go places, maybe.
Yeah, maybe people
his
would,
family would be able to go places. But
yeah.
At the same, people probably wouldn't hate him as much, because he wouldn't have pissed so many people off.
Probably.
But that wasn't in the cards. He was...
No. Too big of a megalomaniac. Too big of an egotistical...
Hey,
what?
There's a good song by Incubus. It's called Megalomaniac.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
Starts like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Megamind when I hear Megalomaniac. Just the blue face, like that, like the Will Ferrell character.
Megamind Maniac. Oh man, yeah, but
I haven't seen
movies,
Megamind in a little bit.
Me either. It was actually.
That's a really good movie.
She's a bitch to him. Like the woman, whatever her name was, Diane or something. I can't remember.
Let's get down to the bottom of this.
And
Okay.
I don't know. When he was like, well, I mean, he'd destroy everything and be evil and stuff, and like he killed the super person, whatever. What was it? Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mega Man and Megamind.
That's why they fought. Actually, there's only room for one mega person in this city.
Hilarious. But yeah, she was like, she looked at him and was like, "How could anyone love you?" or some shit. It's like, oh my god.
Oh.
Jeez. And it's funny because you immediately feel bad for the guy who literally murdered.
Yeah, and he like looks up and he has those eyes.
Yeah.
And like,
it's like, holy shit.
Sad. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like she said that to Will Ferrell.
Yeah. It's like, wow, the town deserves this.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, no. What if the whole town was like that? What if they're just a bunch of evil people and Megamind's actually trying to get rid of him, and it's not really told from his perspective, like 100%?
Huh. You don't often see a villain with like Megatron. Jeez.
Megatron.
I was wrong.
No, Megamind is
that that. My logic fell through on that completely. But being able to admit that is a strength of mine.
Oh, that you were incorrect for a second.
I was like Megatron. Jeez, that's the worst villain. Like there could be, and he's a mega.
If Michael Bay didn't handle the Transformers thing, I think they might have been a little better, but probably
not. Like directors being able to manage personalities and stuff, getting Megatron and Starscream and all those guys to go along with all those.
Well, scenes. I mean,
and yeah, Optimus Prime without hurting or killing each other or going off the rails right there. I mean, that was impressive. You got to give Michael Bay some credit.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to keep a giant robot in check, I guess. So you're right.
Yeah.
How big is the trailers that they were in? Did they just turn into one? And
they turned into the trailers, and then like the actors did their makeup and stuff inside of them.
Man,
which is weird.
What happens if the question I would have like for
this whole thing is big in the news. So let's continue to talk about this.
Have we ever seen Transformers transform with someone inside of them? What would happen? Would they get all mashed up?
I still think in the show. Remember in the show, like the cartoon, they had like
that was way better than any movie that has come out.
And his girlfriend or whatever in the car, like Bumblebee, they were like looking from his chest while he was fighting and shit, right?
I don't even recall humans. I'm pretty sure it was mostly the Transformers just trying to do stuff, and the humans are just like running around and getting
like twisted metal
smashed, and then
just like a guy. No, I thought there was like a main human character in one of them, and then like maybe they got inside the Transformer and he was like. You're right, though. The transformation process, if they were in during that part.
Yeah, what would happen? Just get, like, blended. Yeah, just everyone died. But, like...
Hopefully that didn't mess up the mic thing. Hopefully we're still recording.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Jesus Christ. And it sucks because there's no way to check. So we're just, like... doing whatever. Yeah, no. But,
the only way... I mean, I did 4 or 5 tests or test runs after this one, after making sure that it's on... this particular interface and not the internal mics or phones. And I think we're good there, but I think now that I think it's approaching the time where you do your official review of the Laird Hamilton coffee.
Oh yeah, I've been drinking it for a little while,
live on the podcast right now. Event time.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Maybe, hopefully Laird, that'd be cool if Laird Superfoods would sponsor some sort of thing in the future. Maybe they do already. I don't know.
That's a good goal to have. Laird Superfoods.
But he's already Laird, so.
Laird.
I mean, he's already Laird Hamilton,
code
so he doesn't need sponsorship.
Chillin. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
How many people would just want to type in that code anyway?
Code Chillin?
Code Chillin.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Laird, he's not really, I mean, he does chill, but then he gets really heated in a sauna.
Yeah.
And like runs around or something.
Yeah, and then he gets chill again. He puts on oven mitts and then grabs a cycle thing that's in there, like a steel bike like or whatever.
Because it's so hot? Or
yeah, it's too hot to grab. Yeah, in the sauna. It's like 220 degrees.
And then he moves that bike into a freezing like room.
That'd be pretty hilarious. Going. Yeah, he's still pedaling. Someone wheels him into a freezing thing.
You gotta, if you really want the results, you gotta put in the work.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he
You need a
says.
freezer in your house.
And everyone's like, you're just
No,
making
I'm just
yourself really hot and then really cold. He's like, yeah,
But I
really,
feel great
Yeah,
doing it.
it's good.
It's good for your body.
So people are like, oh, should I take an ice bath first thing in the morning? It's like, why would you do that?
To wake yourself up, I
And it's
guess.
like, yeah, they're like, oh, you're in that like frantic state of mind, that super focused, whatever. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I
because
don't-
you've just almost died. Your body's like, we're not supposed to be in this. I'm putting it in like survival mode. So that's what people are doing now to have to go to work. They're like, I taught myself an ice, so I'm alert.
Get up and be alert. Got my ice alarm or something.
Yeah, so good.
Have you seen that alarm that shakes your bed?
That was pretty hilarious. Yeah, that video.
Pretty cool.
It's just like literally shaking the shit,
I would never
the
want that.
shit out of the bed.
I want my bed to raise up slowly over the course of maybe 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, like Darth Vader, or like
Yeah, or like a vampire or something
like
coming
that.
out.
And maybe as I get to a certain point, I'll be awake.
Yeah,
But I don't want to be like falling straight
Yeah.
up. And then not raising up like the whole thing. I mean like the half of the bed that my upper body's on.
Yeah, not like the
So,
Conehead's bed or
no,
something.
like, it's
You
just
like
Fucking raising
wind
up,
up
and I'm
standing.
gonna fall flat
Yeah.
on my face.
be pretty funny.
That's
like
not
slide
what we
out of
want.
the
Oh
bed.
yeah, your layered coffee.
Oh, we're doing that right now.
Yeah.
Well, wow. Okay, we're just doing a review. Yeah,
Drum roll.
it's a pretty delicious coffee, I guess. I haven't really tried a lot of coffees.
I have a series of questions to ask about the
okay.
coffee. Now, is it more caffeinated, or does it feel like regular coffee? Does it feel any different? What do the mushrooms do? Let's specify.
Basically,
We got mushrooms in it.
Yeah, it's got cordyceps mushrooms, lion's mane mushrooms, and chaga mushrooms. Extracts, I guess, from all three of those, and they're supposed to be like, good for the brain and good for focus and neuroregeneration, kind of. And I've noticed this coffee, maybe it's because of the mushrooms, it does not affect my sleep.
That's because of the shrooms.
Yeah, it might be because of the shrooms, because of the
No doubt.
yeah,
Whenever I
but-
eat mushrooms.
the what?
I was just gonna say, whenever I eat mushrooms,
Yeah,
I get the best sleep.
hilarious. No, you can just admit it's okay. People admit that they do drugs on podcasts all the time. Apparently, you can't do anything.
I was talking
Whatever.
about Portobello.
Okay, portobellos, but like, yeah, it does not. For some reason, like when I would drink regular coffee, even in the morning, I would not sleep well. I
I'm
don't
not a
know when
big
that
coffee
happened.
drinker, really. I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah, it's weird. I like the taste, but I don't really like the caffeine aspect. There's like 10 milligrams more of caffeine in this one.
I like how I was like, hey, you should do a review of this. And I'm like, I'm not a big coffee drinker.
Yeah, this is why I guess I should do one.
I was like, yeah, I'm not really like the
That's
taste of
hilarious.
coffee. I'm not a middle of your review.
I don't
Continue, sir. Now let me
like
try
it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I put cinnamon and then a little bit of turmeric in there.
it. Did not come with turmeric?
No, he also has the turmeric coffee, but it's
Okay, separate.
like yeah, and it's turmeric for people who say turmeric or whatever.
Now,
Turmeric.
let's see how the Google thing pronounces it, just to be sure.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Because she knows everything.
Yes.
Turmeric.
Turmeric, but yeah, it's not too acidic, I guess, whatever. Not too bitter on the aftertaste, which is nice, but I put like some cream in there. Actual heavy cream and honey. With
Honey.
that stuff, some honey. I don't know why I said it like fucking I'm from
Wait, what?
Canada or something. And honey. Turmeric.
Turmeric.
Wow, it shows a mouth now. Cool. In case you didn't know what a mouth
Turmeric.
looked like.
As if it's like
Oh.
showing the, let's turn on slow mode.
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
It's not that much longer.
Turmeric.
The mouth is not really.
Turmeric.
Well, that's the
Helping.
American pronunciation. Let's see the British. Why do they have this?
Turmeric.
That's just with an accent.
Turmeric.
Why is it showing you? So, is it only British and American? That's it?
Well, those are the only things.
So the two pronunciations that Google will provide are
Isn't
British
that crazy?
and
In 1776, American and British were the only two
American languages.
things that you could be.
Yeah. No one
According
else,
to
'cause they
history.
killed everyone else.
According to history, nothing happened anywhere else. really.
Yeah, it was all cool.
Yeah, Britain went around and killed everybody, and then came to America, right? It's like,
Yeah, basically. Well, the cool thing was, if we want to do some history right now, big Chillin history or some shit, that'd be funny with the fart at the
I
end
pressed the keyboard,
Like,
nothing happened.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid.
We got to
history.
remember this isn't a radio show. We don't have to do the.
Yeah, but you're supposed to like mock radio a little bit. Yeah, it's even
That
more
was
amateur
terrible.
than radio. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I like hit some keyboard things. I did a couple of beat boops. I moved around this car on my desk
Yeah.
and like this rock, and
It's pretty hilarious.
I did like an explosion sound.
I think so.
So that's radio.
Yep. That's a good thing we should have got that on camera. Like, yeah. You just showed the car up
like,
close.
Little Bill, like, moving the car back and forth.
That'd be a funny way to come in. You just like show the car, the truck up close, and crashing into something. You got like a little tiny fire effect on the desk.
Oh, actually, you know what? Big Chillin' Podcast intro. Yeah. This car going along the desk and like around the laptop.
Then you smash it with a sledgehammer
to like a big play button or an on button during the 20-second like ding 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 ding.
Yes.
Ding, ding, and this is
have
like
a truck.
And maybe this like hits something or something.
Wow. Get like some contraption guys.
Maybe we 3D print little versions of ourselves.
Whoa. Inside the truck?
We could do that, or we could like hit ourselves with the truck.
Have a really complicated intro. I like it.
Yeah, this is like too much probably, but that's the coffee right there, right?
Yeah, this is the coffee. I'm
that's
holding
the
my
color.
hand invisibly.
It's creamy.
Yeah, it's creamy because I put cream in there. He also has functional mushroom cream. So if you want to like dry creamer, like made a coconut milk. So if you want to add even more mushrooms to it, you can add. You can do that. You know, you can just do that.
How are you feeling?
Oh, much better.
Oh my god, that's good shit right there. Let me get to a video.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But it's it just basically is regular Arabica coffee, apparently grown at high altitude, whatever that means. I don't know. I'm not like a coffee connoisseur yet. It'd be fun to do that. It's just those people are probably tweaking hard on caffeine all the time. They probably have to have like a shitload of coffee all day because like,
some of this
tasting.
I just want this video to kind of stop doing what it's doing.
There we go.
Here we go. Oh, but this is a
cracked windshield. This is a really cool truck video. Really neat. One of these train videos where the truck is parked on the tracks and it's not going to make it off. It's not going to make it off. Keep on slurping. Yeah! That was so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's not bad, right?
I like the
cinnamon and turmeric in there. Yeah.
And the cream. I don't even taste the turmeric. That's the thing. Actually, I guess it like cools it. So that's something.
Yeah, it's nice. And as we were vetting this video, the question I had was, so do the companies just like handle this, and the drivers? What does he do? Does he stay there because the train?
I think.
I guess the company's insurance. Like he contacts someone. You got to look on the back of the train for the little insurance number.
Well,
really
I don't
quick.
understand what happened.
Well, I don't understand these ever either. I don't understand a lot of things, which is fun because then you can understand them later, perhaps. But if we pause this again, so all right, boom!
Oh my god!
Oh,
you know you're not supposed to park there.
That is a crisp pause right there. I don't know.
That was one of the best pauses I've ever done in my life.
Really
it's
great.
Like, that train is in those cars. It's penetrating.
Oh, it's perfect. Nothing has even started moving yet.
There's a little bit of fire, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's just beginning, but I don't know if right there, like the brakes are already on, probably like a mile ago.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Well, the guy tried
to
wave him down.
You can't wave the train down.
You can.
I mean, it'll put the brakes on, but you can't really. I don't. Does it stop? Like, does it keep going? I don't know. And I
think it just keeps going. I guess there's nobody on this train or in these cars. The guy in the truck. Let me just press play.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
It's very cool. That's like a mail train, right? Nobody's in there.
Yeah, it's like a transporting train. Maybe that's not.
This guy's running around.
For sure. Yeah, he's probably freaked out. But the cool thing is the truck that he spent his own personal money on probably and is it paying off is okay. So the trailer's fucked. That he might have bought that too.
It did. Yeah, it hit the trailer, not the truck, right?
Yeah, typically the semi-trucks are cool, which is why it's fun to watch these also because you know the driver's most of the time safe. Sometimes they get tipped over like we saw with the with the what was it the truck with the turbine blade on there, the wind turbine blade. That one got turned over, but typally they're fine.
Same road?
I don't know, maybe. But what happens? Like, are there any semi-truck enthusiasts out there that maybe one of the 4 people that watch this maybe stumble upon it and give us did it stall and it's just unmovable now? What happened?
Imagine you're the driver of that truck and you're like driving over a train track and it decides to stall, like break down right there.
I guess. I mean, this is like the worst nightmare of like the truck driver.
No, there's a train coming.
Yeah.
And I'm on the track.
Yeah.
You call the train people, right? I don't know who.
Can you tell them to stop?
What do you Google?
How to
Is there a sign anywhere near here that says if car is
I don't think
broken down on track, call this number?
Apparently not, because all these videos end this way. No, you could maybe like maybe like run down the tracks as far as you can and then wave the train down.
But who's gonna believe you?
Exactly. The train conductor probably won't care.
Is there a guy in the train?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Are
if
they
these
not
are,
all automated or whatever? Is that a myth?
I think it's started
Planes
like
automated?
the subways are. Maybe most trains I think are nowadays. I don't think he like actually. Maybe he controls the throttle.
Then you
but
should
I
be
don't
able
think
to,
they're really.
like, it was on him.
Yeah, I don't know how well the autopilot is doing with trains now because they're like trying to still cling on to existence. Meanwhile, planes are around and they do a lot better job. But I guess
better trains, right?
they're heavy things that a plane probably can't transport. It's cool that they rhyme. So
Trains, planes.
yeah, but like
hurricanes.
yeah, trains, planes, hurricanes. But the
podcast.
yeah, I don't know how much those trucks. I think some of the without the trailer, some of those trucks go for like $200,000 or something. So I don't know with the trailer, maybe like even more than that.
And you've been watching a lot of Honest trailers?
Oh my God, so many of them, so hilarious. I just love the sarcastic voice that's positive, but they name all the hilarious issues. But it's like not even. It's pointed out and just it's like a great, just selling it, but in a sarcastically, funny way. I don't know, and
Yeah, they're good. They grew on me.
yeah, it's pretty funny. I watched one for Street Fighter, which we should not watch unless we really want to laugh because it's apparently not great. And Jean-Claude Van Damme was in that, and apparently
I don't get the hype with him.
I don't get it either. Like he does splits and stuff, and he works out and does karate or
Never
not,
mind, I
but
get it.
not that good. I don't know.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Sold.
But apparently for this movie, he was doing 10 grams of cocaine. They showed, and they'll show like a clip from an interview or like a little excerpt from an interview of someone saying like in the video they'll like pop it up on the screen, and it said the words were literally he was hoovering. So I guess just like a vacuum.
Oh my God.
10 grams a day of cocaine. $10,000 a week of cocaine. So all the budget went to his cocaine. Jean-Claude Van Damme's cocaine. And they said he was coked out of his mind throughout the entire movie.
He's got to fight every day.
Yeah, so the 80s was just like, literally all the movies were
We're
derivative
coked up. And
of cocaine ideas.
you may have a point then if that's going to be... If the exciting movies are going to come out, then they're going to come out from people who are doing cocaine.
Or just like exciting people who don't need that. I don't know.
That's true. There's always those.
Yeah,
You're either
but,
crazy or you do cocaine.
Yeah, but the like Adderall is not a good writing drug. These people are using Adderall, and they're copying everything now.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just a
like
copy.
it's like meth or whatever.
Yeah, it's
No
really
idea.
stupid. It's just literally the same movie over and over again, like the same plot. There's a sky beam that comes up. I've just been pointed out. It's hilarious. You know, there's always like a sky beam that's happening in like Infinity War or something. Oh, at the end of Star Wars, sky beam.
I've been introduced to the new trope of the sky beam.
Sky beam
How many
trope.
movies have I think
Fuck those.
Godzilla may have had a
Yes,
sky beam as well.
they just always go with the sky beam.
If there's a bomb or a nuke or like Transformers, didn't the All-Spark have
I'm
like
pretty
a sky
sure
beam?
some sort of sky beam thing happened. But yeah, someone like played Minecraft too much or loved Minecraft beacons too much, and they were just like put sky beams everywhere.
Sky beams? Has Michael Bay done any of those?
Oh my
I
god.
guess if they're in Transformers, then
yeah, I don't know.
I have my answer right there.
Yeah, and I can't remember what was this shit then. Some sort of other space movie that I saw South Park got the Funny Bot influence from, and they were making fun of it. Oh my god, I forgot what it was, but they were the stupidest robots and the easiest to kill ever. It was hilarious, and they sounded kind of like that. But the Funny Bot was way better. Awkward, Funny Bot.
Oh, that guy. Never mind. I was like,
Yeah.
Osimo?
Awesome. They're like, destroy the human race. That's how they all sounded. It was hilarious. Oh, what
I
movie
kind of
was
want to
that?
watch that.
Yeah, it looked pretty funny.
Let's watch that.
Oh, it wasn't Starship Troopers. That's the
That
bug
was,
one.
That was terrible.
We'll have to check that one out too, because that's pretty funny.
We watched like a little bit.
Oh,
I
we
couldn't
tried
watch
to. Yeah, it was
anymore.
so lame.
I hope everybody,
Couldn't do it.
everybody
just
who
work.
watches that like can forget and forgive, like them for making it.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's
Also, hope everybody had a good weekend, a delicious weekend like we had.
yeah, that's the thing people are doing on TikTok a lot. So I hope everyone has a good weekend and then had a good
It's like
weekend.
you're fishing for, like,
Yeah,
someone's gonna like the video because they're like, I did have a good weekend.
yeah.
Or like, thanks, I guess. I'm not gonna be a
Positivity.
dickhead and like.
I had a bad weekend.
It's people trying to gain, like, either guilty people trying to gain some positive karma,
It's hilarious.
or like some people just trying to like, I don't know, put a post out there
Yeah,
and
got
do that.
nothing
But
to
like,
say though.
I was just trying to introduce I was going to talk about the ribs we made.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And be like, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Just kidding. I'm about to talk about the ribs we made. They were smoked. Food. They were marinated. One rack was marinated, let me tell you. Jay, what was it marinated in?
It was marinated
Continue.
in a delicious, culturally appropriated Korean seasoning that we
Yes. Culturally appropriated white.
But no, it was literally, was it like, I don't know, 6 cloves of garlic,
at least.
brown, well, I'm not going to say the recipe, but brown sugar, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, green onion, MSG. Oh my God, black pepper, gochujang, gochujang, or gochujang, whatever. Rice wine vinegar and water and honey.
Honey, yeah.
And then
an apple.
Little cayenne pepper.
Two
an
apples.
apple. Yeah, 2 apples, 2 Fujis, which are Japanese.
And we blended that up. Those Japanese?
Yes, Mount
So
Fuji.
we did like a fusion type thing.
Yeah, very delicious. Blended it up into a nice, great seasoning and marinated.
Huh? Korean, Japanese, American.
Yeah.
The marinade was a little frothy at first, I guess, because of the apple shit.
It just gets frothy when you're blending it at such high speeds.
Then you just put the ribs in a bag and pour that shit over the ribs.
Bag them up.
Stack them up, I guess. I don't know. The other ones, they were not marinated. They were just seasoned up with a thick,
delicious,
a thick coating of the good seasoning that we will not give away until we do a video. Maybe we'll do a video on some barbecuing stuff and some smoking of meats.
It's just your generic barbecue seasonings mixed together.
It's a little bit more
amount. But it's pretty delicious.
Imagine no, it's pretty. Yeah, it's what goes into a normal barbecue seasoning, but it's good stuff. And we watched football, fighting. We watched a very annoying football game. It's just like I was like, you know what? Let's start Saturday. I don't want to get into the Sunday events until we're done talking about.
It was
Saturday.
too early for that.
Yeah, it was weird. Saturday, it was like, get up, make some ribs, chillax, eat the ribs, watch football, that type of thing. Sunday, we had dad over, we had friends over,
yes,
and stuff, and there was festivities. And then Sunday, we're like, you know what? There's a football game on at 9:30, maybe up around then anyway. Let's turn that on. A little bit of Tua action returning from rib injury against the Jaguars in London.
Why?
Jaguars
We don't know.
need their first win. Dolphins desperately need something. And then both teams really desperately needed to win that game for Urban Meyer's job, or just to get off his back a little bit, get some positive news in Jacksonville. Dolphins would like some good stuff going on. Understand why the fans would be angered by what's going on in the first couple of games. They had a decent team last year, but then have regressed. I don't know. Sometimes things happen, and you don't have as good of a team as you thought you did, but it's not the quarterback or like the what you thought it was.
Yeah,
that was the problem. Or I don't know, but they're in some trouble. These Dolphins. It was just an annoying, frustrating game to watch, even if you're not a fan of like either team.
Yeah, it's a weird play call situation for them.
There were some weird play calls. There was some interesting penalties. There was like plays where a ball hit a finger, or maybe not hit a finger, that would have resulted in a touchdown. It was very blurry. Trust me, it was blurry, and I've seen blurry. Not very well, but I've seen it.
We know blurry.
We know blurry when we see it.
More than anyone in the country, we know blurry. But I mean, that was pretty much it. No crazy, weird, cool highlights or anything in that game. It was just like stupid plays.
It's kind of gross.
It was basically the Jaguars versus the Dolphins. What you would think.
And then it was like about to go into overtime.
Which
Dolphins played like really non-aggressive. Was that passive?
Yeah, just like conservative and like running on second down.
And they're like not even in midfield. So then they have a 4th and 1 because they only play. It seems like they only play for like 10-yard increment, or like within 10 yards. Like you're not allowed to go past the first down marker.
Yep.
On their routes or something. So It's 4th and 1. The clock is winding. They could call a timeout theoretically. I don't think they had any timeouts because they did some weird challenges.
Yeah, they got 2 for some reason.
They had like 2 in the 4th quarter. I didn't think you were allowed to do that,
Well,
but they lost both.
Yep.
I thought once you lose your challenge, you don't get another one. They're like, all right, get out of here. This guy clearly doesn't know how to use this.
I want to challenge the field goal.
Yeah. Then
Hilarious.
kind of some smart plays by the Jaguars after they didn't get the 4th down. It was like they lined up in shotgun to run the ball 1 yard.
Yeah, I didn't understand
Half a
anything
yard.
like that. And then they would pass on like 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and people would drop the ball
Yeah.
on a 3rd and 1. But it was just a weird game to watch. But congratulations to the Jaguars for
Yeah, for your first
what
game of the
they did.
season. Yay.
They hadn't made I think they made like 2 field goals before that game, or 1 field goal before that game, and they made 2 50-yarders, one to tie, 1 to win. And they're like, look at us.
Like, all right,
We
cool,
done it.
yeah. Hilarious.
All of a sudden,
The Jaguars.
that's good for them.
Mad dogs.
Dolphins fans want a body, as they say. They want to see someone hung, or
Firing.
yeah, they need to see someone fired.
The solution to
But-
everything.
Would firing that people make anything better next week?
Who do you get?
In the long run, I guess it would make. Who do you hire
Who is out
in
there?
in October?
And LSU just got
in
rid of
this
Ogeron.
economy?
It's like, who are they going to get?
Not Ogeron.
Yeah.
Coach O is a cool personality, though.
But, like,
I don't
who's
think-
LSU going to get now? Like,
Oh yeah, them. I don't know. Interim head coach, which Coach
Yeah.
Orgeron. He was an interim head coach for LSU and won them over with his personality and stuff. He's a player's coach. They love him.
That's hilarious.
And
It's like Miles.
yeah, kind of. I don't know. I said it that way.
Kind of.
Kind of like Les Miles, and
Kind of like Les. Hilarious.
No,
Is that
but
guy
they-
still acting?
I think he's available for a coaching job if
course he
LSU
is.
is in the Dad was saying that
That'd be
he's
so funny.
gonna send that.
Get Les Miles
back.
back.
He's gonna send that message to Matt.
Oh, my God.
That's good.
Yeah. Hopefully
Matt's
this is
an
still being
LSU fan.
recorded.
But yeah, I mean, college football is interesting this year. There's like no Heisman guy, like clear cut. There's no one like blowing. I mean, the guy from Oklahoma, who's just now starting, is maybe too late, but he gets like 5 touchdowns a game, so maybe he will end the season with like 60 of them.
That'd be cool. Jeez.
5 touchdowns minimum for him.
Love those.
And yeah, man, I mean, Alabama's looking better. Look like they may have learned from
Yeah.
their loss. And I saw
hope so.
something else. Nick Saban at a press conference showed
His ass.
close his elbow,
Whoa.
his arm. He has a bruise from that game actually. Like when they stormed the field, Texas A&M. I guess he like got ran into or some shit. What if
Wow.
they fucking trampled Nick Saban? They're like, we won.
Yeah, it's like at the end of Waterboy. We're champions.
Yeah, like
Gets crushed.
I can't find the picture now.
Man, that shit happened to me one time.
A
Played,
bruise
like some
right
Pee Wee
there.
shit. Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yikes, that's a weird spot. It's like they pushed him in, Jesus Christ, pushed his arm into something or ran into him. I don't
I
know.
guess so.
Yeah, I don't know how
Also,
this.
there was one guy after the game. It was a blowout, but Ajay Hall, who's a freshman receiver, who's like really good. It looked really good in the 8A game. Is apparently good, but has had some maturity issues or something. After that game, he's like 20 years old. He's like a 5-star recruit or something. But he's not playing a lot. And after the game, he's like, nah, calling it quits. Or some shit with a peace sign, like on Twitter or something. Just like
Cool.
after the game, he's like, see ya.
That's hilarious.
But here's what Nick Saban said. Oh, God, this is a lot. He said, yeah, nah, calling it quits. He said, it is what it is. But look, it still comes down to players creating value for themselves by what they do. Said this before. There's players who have talent, but they have to learn how to use it. And they have to use it in an effective way when they practice. It's up to the player to impress the coaches that they can be trusted and go into the game and do what they're supposed to do. So when players get frustrated, they sometimes don't respond in a way that they should in terms of their preparation, focusing on what they need to be doing to become a good player because they're so concerned about how much they're playing. Interesting. So if players are competitors, they probably will become frustrated that they're not playing. But how do you respond to that? It's what you got to. How you respond, I guess, is what he's saying. I don't know. I thought that'd be a little bit more entertaining, but yeah, I hope he doesn't transfer because he's like kind of good, but he's gotta wait a little bit. Maybe he's watching Slade Bolden in front of him, and he's like, "The fuck."
Yeah.
But they're a different type of player. You need like a small, quick guy on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Small, quick white guy that no one suspects.
You need like an Edelman Welker type guy.
Yeah.
That no one suspects. It's like deceptively athletic, as they say.
That's always what they say.
We got a cool lady here. I almost skipped over this video because of the blue hue over it that
Blue hue.
I didn't like. Yeah.
Then you thought of a character, Blue Hue.
It could be a character, you know, for a children's book. Maybe he's sad, or
Just
maybe
a sad
he's a superhero. He like turns blue.
Yeah, I don't really think
The power of blue.
Yeah. Yeah, sad children's stories didn't really affect me very well, so maybe some happy ones.
Yeah, did they make anybody happy?
No. I don't think so.
You know?
Like, yeah, he's dead.
maybe like some laughter would be good for the kids.
Right?
We don't need to watch Schindler's List or The Boy in the Striped Pajamas in fifth grade or in middle school. No, I mean,
fucking
I guess it's good.
Yeah, I
But,
mean,
I kept having all my teachers kept getting pregnant, dude. They're lucky I'm good with spelling and stuff beforehand because I wasn't learning all the comprehension stuff because one of the ladies, Miss, I guess I won't say her name, but she was cool.
no, sorry,
She got pregnant, Miss Brooks. So she no, there's a bunch of Miss Brooks out there.
Oh yeah, there's so fucking.
She got pregnant. I was gonna go but she got pregnant. She had a baby named August.
Oh yeah, that's a
it was
hilarious
cool.
Florida name.
I think it was August. Giving away a lot of information here. I don't know why.
Yeah, daughter named. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, the replacement teacher was like, "All right, everybody, whatever you were learning before, throw it out. Throw everything out.
That's great.
Your books are useless. We're learning about the Holocaust for the rest of the year."
Oh yeah, she was like a Holocaust person who just needed to educate everyone about the Holocaust.
Yeah, but and I guess that was a segment, but we'd already looked at it. Maybe she thought we'd glossed over it or something. Like the chapter was too short, and we need to learn a little bit more because like the Holocaust was kind of a big deal.
You learn way more about it after school anyway.
That is the type of thing. I don't know if we learn more about it after, like through movies, through documentaries, through, I guess, other accounts of it, but also through school. But this was a lot. She was also obsessed with Matryoshka dolls.
That's weird.
The Russian dolls that have another one inside it that's smaller.
And then that one has another one inside it that's smaller.
Yeah, and then
that one
also
has
this is the part that people are obsessed with. This is the part that people travel worldwide and go over to all these babushka retail stores, you know, to get these things to do. That's just
is the secret.
Another one is inside of the one that we were talking about before.
And then this is crazy. There's another one that's smaller than that one that you've just
And you don't
opened.
think there would be because it's so small and because you just opened one.
And that's the joke. That just
Here's the video that we were going to watch that somehow boiled down to this. Oh, okay, so should we even preface this for anything? Like, I don't know if she's a flight attendant or just someone who got a mic.
Someone who stole a microphone or just has one?
Brought one. Maybe, like,
that's
they let her bring, like, maybe she has a speaker attached to her pants or her shirt, and, like, she has a mic and she's doing it.
Now, I feel like that wouldn't be allowed, but
you don't want to let me use it?
It looks like
I brought my microphone. I'm going to use it.
Brought her own.
This is perfect. Thank you. We're set up great. If you don't take the pandemic started all because humans had lost a little bit of faith.
All right, keep track.
You're going to cuff me?
Said you gotta cuff me.
Yes, you're doing terrorism right now. You are literally doing terrorism.
I'm right in front of my ma'am.
It's a federal offense to do that.
I don't need to be cuffed. I'm completely harmless.
No.
I mean, she might be.
So, all right.
If someone was like up in the plane, they just like she got up, put on her headset, I guess, like plugged in the wires and
put
stuff.
on her Britney Spears mic.
Yeah, that's a Britney Spears mic, right?
Or
Like the one from Spy Kids at the end.
Yeah, or like David Blaine mic, whatever,
Yeah.
magician.
It really is. Like, she brought this on the plane
And they allowed
to
it?
give a presentation. Here's
Also, I think you're all enjoying this because, like I said,
There you go. Thanks
I'm
for the
not
light.
terrible to look at.
Someone lit her up.
Someone give her a light. Listen to what she says. This is, like, weird.
Yeah, none of it makes
Also,
sense.
I think you're all enjoying this because, like I said, I'm not terrible to look at. That's me.
It's like the Fox
But
News.
this is also the funny part. Let me rewind,
Not
just
terrible.
so I can acknowledge this. This person watching School of Rock
Yeah, he's
in the
checking
front
it.
is, like, undisturbed because they still have their headphones.
Yeah,
They're still watching the damn movie. You don't turn off.
They only gave us on the way back to my from Wyoming like that crappy jumble book. That's what
Jumble
they should
Book.
call it, jumble book.
Oh god, I
That's
did not say the other thing.
It's a GOOK. But
That's
like,
different.
yeah, but like,
I don't need to be cuffed.
like horrible.
I'm completely harmless.
And she yelled at me.
Also, I think you're all enjoying
She
this
starts
because,
doing that.
like I said, I'm not terrible to look at.
And that's like a Fox News anchor thing. Like, I'm not terrible to look at,
That's
so
me.
you must be enjoying it.
The reason why the pandemic started was basically because the internet.
She might be a stewardess or flight attendant because she has a tie on.
That's the thing. Her attire makes me think that she works on this plane.
But is that also a stewardess behind her or flight attendant? I don't know what to call them.
I don't know what she's not wearing the official stuff that this lady's wearing.
Stewardess. Yeah, I mean, she's wearing different stuff now. It could be that she's like the head stewardess or something. Like maybe the.
If they started fighting with no,
that would be amazing.
like, no prior, would it be?
It'd be so
I was
funny.
gonna say, with no prior, like you don't know what's going on, and they're fighting. Aren't you gonna help the one in the official stuff with the headset?
Yeah, that's probably what she's thinking also. And it's kind of
Probably.
weird, like.
Running around the airport, she could be like, "They went that way."
Yeah,
Or like,
at the
Get
mic,
'em.
the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
But
Get
like,
them.
yeah, this woman, get them. This woman though, like, she thought, all right, I'm gonna get on a plane, or maybe she's going somewhere anyway. So she's like, oh, I'll also give people a lesson now that they're gonna be trapped in this can with me.
Trapped here with this lady.
And literally, she just gets up mid-flight and just does that.
She's like, she blames the internet, kind of, and
So the reason the pandemic started is because
There it is.
nobody
It's like a child. That's what children do.
because you're all stuck to your
It'll be so much cheaper.
and you don't even.
There we go.
What would be
It'd be so much cheaper to not get on a plane and just literally walk where our people are. Maybe people kept running away, and she's like, "This way they'll have to hear it."
maybe she had
We're
the
trapped.
trip. She just has to go on this business trip, but she can't
So
Help it.
crazy.
not let this out.
And she notices that she's got her travel mic and
she's like,
and
"Oh, I did bring
amplifier
the
with her.
amplified travel amp,
That little tiny
amplifying my opinions."
yeah, that little, that little Marshall one that you have that's like 10
Oh,
inches
yeah,
high,
yeah.
or whatever that is.
Those
Maybe
are
she
full,
has that.
mini full stack
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Yeah,
amplifiers.
funny
That
novelty
broke.
gift.
Yeah, it sounded really fuzzy and broke. But
Yeah.
this when she starts yelling here, it's kind of a nice grit to it, like
Yeah.
Amy Poehler, like
Yeah,
you
a little
said,
bit.
or
Yeah.
like Kristen Schaal,
Yes.
who is
Pretty
we
funny.
mention a lot on the podcast for some reason because these ladies remind us.
Yeah, a lot like her. And
So the reason the pandemic started is because nobody here has anyone's face because you're all stuck to your stupid devices and you don't even know what reality is anymore.
She said it's 'cause we're on that phone.
She said something about faith.
But what is this?
And what's this yellow thing? Yeah, I was like, we watched this 3 times. I'm like, what is this yellow thing? Why does she have that? Why does the stewardess have
Maybe
that?
it's something to like restrain her with because lately they've been using duct tape.
Yeah, is that the duct tape spool?
Maybe it's like a thing. You put her hands in those holes and then like you
Oh shit!
pull something.
Oh, maybe it is.
I don't know, zip ties
Oh yeah, zip tie cuffs.
or some shit.
Let's take another look at those.
I have no idea what they are. Let me.
They typically look different. No, okay, I don't think that's what they are.
Defense device.
Yeah, typically they look like 2 loops with the thing in the middle. I don't know what that is. And it's
They're
hilarious.
watching Avatar.
It's too close to the amplifier now. Look at that thing.
Good
My
movie,
dog
first
has
one.
better sense
Yeah, okay.
than any of you.
They're watching.
My
Wait,
dog is
In
better
fact,
for
my
me.
dog could be a better dog for you people. My dog is
this woman is nuts. How'd she get
Yeah,
on a
that
plane?
last part makes me think she's. I didn't hear
My
that.
dog could be a better god. What?
And she said her dog has more friends than any of you.
What
Like,
does that
that's a-
mean at
You
all?
can't come to my birthday party.
Can't come to my dog's birthday. You fucking nutbag.
That's what's going
That's what
on
they- yeah.
there, but
That's
you usually
flying
don't
now.
want to just call those people nutbags. You want to just like.
Well, not around them when
or
they're
help.
near you. Yeah. Well, I can't do that because there's no mental health care
Help
here.
her right now, Jay.
Yes. What? www.helpher.com now.
Go to that website,
now.
I guess.
Donate under the Big Chillin podcast. I don't know. Get her some legal fees because she's probably on the no-fly list now for sure.
I would no-fly list her. I mean, actually, she said she's harmless, so.
Oh,
Fly
okay. You got to
list.
take that into account. Yeah, that'll be on the statement.
Should be on the fly list.
Yeah, put her back on the fly list, I guess.
How?
She's fly now.
We would like complicate things
So
by
cool.
having a fly list instead of and like look for people on the fly list instead of looking for people on the no-fly list.
Yeah, I think you're just like not on any list if you're on the fly list.
Maybe every successful flight that you.
Oh yeah, it
take,
could build up like
you
credits for flying.
Get on the
like
fly
China.
list and maybe like ×2.
Yeah, maybe you could ride nicer planes if you have good plane etiquette.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
on the
I'd be fine with that. Rewards
about
card for planes.
a nice list and a naughty list.
Yeah,
That's
because
pretty much what we're making.
there you go.
You make the
Yeah.
list, you check it twice.
Yep.
You let the naughty people try to be nice.
Yeah, There you go.
There's a rhyme.
but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'd be in first class or some sort of other nice plane
Yeah.
because I.
Well, except for all those incidents.
Yeah, I
but
know.
We won't talk about those.
I've only farted, once or twice.
You're always throwing up on the planes.
Well, I mean, not on anyone. That's true. I almost threw up when we went to Denver. Yeah, like taking off, I was like, oh man, oh okay.
So you
never
don't
mind.
love that feeling of
No,
the
of my
contents your
stomach. Yeah, you don't like the feeling of the contents of your stomach shooting right back into your esophagus, almost out of your
I
mouth.
think what
No.
it is, it's like you're moving around in a weird way. Your body is not used to being that high up in the air and then jerking like,
Yes.
backwards or like leveling out and going forward really
Yes.
fast or some shit. Going straight up at an angle,
Mm-hmm.
and your brain goes a little bit backwards or something. I don't know. Your stomach, your vagus nerve.
Yeah, G-first. G-first.
G-first? Is that-
G-first. Yeah.
Oh, G-force. I thought you were
G-force.
saying Jeepers.
Yeah, G-first.
Like, Jeepers is in, oh wow. Is that what Jeepers means?
I think so. Oh, wow.
Oh wow, creepers.
Oh, wow, creepers. Oh, my God, creepers is coming
Oh
out.
my god, creepers too.
Holy shit, creepers. No, but yeah, the G-force is weird. It's a pressurized cabin, so without pressure in the cabin, the G-force would be much more immense.
You think it'd be worse?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like in the fighter jets, I don't think those are pressurized, are they? I don't know. Not sure. I can't remember.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pressure on them though.
But they only go like
Different
200
kind of pressure.
to 300 miles faster, and that's pretty fast. But like, there's that much more G-force occurring, and it's like 2 or 3 Gs too. It's not even like as much as 9 Gs I think are lethal or something to a human.
Well, while we're talking about G's, let me bring up this G.
Oh,
right
this
here.
guy's an absolute. Oh my God, that's a perfect segue. That's the best segue I think ever.
Can I
This is
help you?
amazing.
Where that money at?
You need to get out.
What? Man, what the fuck you money at? Stop paying me. Where that money at?
I don't have any money.
Stop paying me. Where's that right now? Give
I
it to
don't
me.
have
right
cash.
Now.
It's digital world, bro.
Man, give me your
I
wallet.
don't have it.
Give me your wallet.
bro.
Right now.
I bet he wasn't
Give it to
expecting
me.
the grandpa to say that.
Bro, stop paying me.
You gonna shoot me?
Give me that wallet.
The gun
Fuck
sounded
out of
empty.
here.
Next is get the fuck.
You don't
out.
want to get shot? Come on,
Give me
man.
that wallet.
Does he have a gun too?
No.
Yeah, he says you don't want
Stop
to.
paying me.
Wait a second.
He's like, look, the only way this is gonna go is you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Is what he's telling that guy, I
Hilarious.
guess.
Give me that wallet, bro.
Start going.
See, that always works. People in movies never do that. And what a crazy Uber driver is pretty cool. He's got entertainment on the back seat for him. That's
Yeah.
a
That guy
iPad
stayed in
sleeve.
the car. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and he talked to the guy for it. He's like, well, it's pretty nuts. Good job.
Fuck you.
He did a good job.
I got on my camera too.
Oh, look at you. Looking awesome.
Oh, look at you.
That guy's just happy to be alive.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
So I don't know what to
Alright.
say right now. Okay.
thanks. You don't have to drive me. I could just get out.
If you want to go to the hospital or
what's
whatever
crazy.
for psychiatric help.
Look at his accomplice over there. Is this what goes on? Is it him?
Oh, are they watching?
Can I
Are they
help
watching?
you?
Uh-oh.
This
I
guy
mean, they're
leaves.
probably just like
The
maybe
guy walked
more-
away immediately.
Yeah, they're probably freaked out at the guy having a gun.
I
Probably.
don't have
This
any
guy's
money.
still
Stop
watching.
paying me. Where's that right now? Give
I
it
don't
to me.
have
Probably can't
cash.
stop
It's
watching. I
digital
don't know if
world,
there's
bro.
Give me your
I
wallet.
don't have it.
Give me
This
your
guy's like,
wallet.
I don't know what the going on.
Right now.
What the fuck?
Give it to me. Bro, stop paying me.
That's pretty much why you never stick around and watch this stuff because people think you're an accomplice in the video.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, even if that guy was like not his friend and he was like
just witnessing in horror.
he's
like
like
what the
looking
fuck?
around like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this guy's getting robbed.
Yeah.
He's got a gun though. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, this
And-
wow.
But he just stayed there.
And it didn't sound like a round got loaded in there. It sounded like an empty gun.
No.
So that's probably why the guy didn't freak out. He probably saw it was empty. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Maybe. I mean, still, that's a gun, dude.
Yeah, I mean, always treat a gun as if it's loaded, literally all the time.
Always treat a gun as if it's gonna shoot you.
Well, I forget his
No.
I don't know. But like treat it as if it's like a laser thing. If you point it at someone, it'll, like slice them in half or whatever.
This is a cool cop.
Cool cop. Love those.
We have some of these.
Is he skateboarding with kids or whatever? Holy shit! Oh fuck! That's a cool cop. He's looking at his phone.
Hold on.
Oh
Somebody-
no!
Somebody says. So like,
Oh my god!
this is hilarious because his hat says "Peculiar Police," and it's
What the
like,
fuck?
do they live in Peculiar or is this a bit? I don't know.
Is he like
thought
a
I saw that on the
stand-up
card.
cop or stand-up cop? Like a stand-up
Peculiar
comedian who's a
police.
cop? What the fuck?
God. Squirts water in his face.
Yeah, pulls out his squirt gun.
But listen, I watched the comment, or I looked at the comments on this one, and someone was like, I can't believe he used that excuse that he probably gets all the time.
Yeah.
When people
He
are
probably
texting
heard
and
it.
driving, they're like, I was just looking at my phone, and it's like, but that's a thing
Yeah.
that you want to say like in that situation, but still, there's like nothing you could do.
So
You're looking at your
hilarious.
phone, you're on video.
Yeah. My bad. You almost killed him. A cop wasn't paying.
He goes, I'm sorry. And then he's like, oh shit, dude. But he says peculiar police. I don't know why I think it was funny, but he's just got his GoPro on, sitting there. You motherfucker.
Peculiar MD?
Missouri. Or Maryland.
Does that say MD?
It's either M.O., Missouri, or... I think that's... Well, I mean, there's...
Why the hell? I mean, that's pretty. That's
Let's look it up.
some peculiar activity, I guess. Why would you live
Yeah.
there?
I don't know.
Peculiar.
Let's see. Peculiar, Missouri. Yeah.
Well,
If
that's
there's any-
gross.
let's see if there's any news out of there.
Peculiar.
See the news out of Peculiar.
Welcome back to Peculiar News. They probably just call themselves that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the only good thing that you can do in there. Peculiar podcast.
They had some high school football games. That's like all I'm getting out of this.
Very nice.
They're doing good. Well, this guy isn't. I don't know what like happened. We don't. This isn't the type of podcast where we do that sort of thing. Follow
Yeah, where
up.
we investigate.
We do sometimes, but that one wasn't too interesting. So, this is a guy you say we've seen before, but I think we have to show this. This is a.
Yes, we have to show this again.
I don't think we showed it on the podcast, did we?
Oh, jeez. I don't know if we did.
So you got your wasps.
You wanted him, bitch.
Look at this hat brim, first of all. Can we pause
Oh, you
this?
really want it?
Oh my god! You're right. It's the hat from the Sandlot.
Oh, my God.
Super long
Except
brim.
it's like reversed and really wide. I want one of these.
Doesn't this look like a guy you know?
I've seen this guy, I swear, and I
Right?
recognize that tank top.
Any store that you go into.
Like a sporting goods store buying ammo.
He kind of reminds me of Merle from The Walking Dead. I forget his name. I only know his like character names.
Can never remember it.
What was
I
his
don't
name
know.
from Guardians of the Galaxy? Yondu.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Merle Yondu.
Merle Yondu is what this guy looks
How about
like.
that?
Let's name the podcast Merle Yondu.
It's like you want that other guy? Well, check out. I bet he won't do this.
He's not this tough.
He's not as tough as I am. Yeah, it's the theme music. Yeah.
Merle Yondu.
Oh, he eats it. Yummy. Yeah.
There he is, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. I bet you're.
There he is.
Just turn you on.
He thinks that we can see
There
him. Oh, there he goes.
he
My fault.
is.
Yeah, let me wipe some of this wasp larvae spit off of here. Yep.
If
that
you
was
want to be
cool.
with the true badass,
Yeah.
hit this guy up.
Imagine watching that from a distance.
Hey, guys holding the fucking phone. You're across the street.
Talking to his fucking holding coffee in the morning. Sitting down. Like, what the fuck?
You see this guy on his front porch, just firmly grasp a wasp's nest on camera.
Start humming aggressive theme music. Or start growling like the Sandman music from Spider-Man. I don't even know.
Yeah, there was a little bit of Sandman in there.
And then he finishes the wasp nest, and then he finishes the video. He's like, "Oh, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey."
He's like, "How's it going?"
"Hey, what's up?"
Deep breathing, probably.
Spits out a little
Maybe
bit
he
more
needs to
than
go to the
nest.
hospital.
Yeah, he could have.
Lips
But the thing
are
is,
swollen.
the wasps didn't even care that they left.
Well, he clearly was the alpha in that situation.
I guess so. I mean, if you
Every
just
time
prove
a wasp is flying around somebody, they cower in fear, except for this guy.
Yeah, I mean, wow, what a brave man. And that's what a nice. What is the other guy that stole her from him? Is he even crazier? What's he eating? Beehives and stuff, or fighting bears? What's he doing?
It's honey, dude.
He's doing.
Don't you like honey?
Well, yeah.
Imagine if someone had that type of logic.
A professional.
You don't
beehive
like honey?
snatcher.
They just
Yeah.
gaslight.
Oh,
you
what?
like that.
You just
You don't like honey?
You're just against vitamins and antibacterial qualities and the
No.
fact that it never goes bad.
You
I
don't
think
like
we
medicine?
watched.
Bet you're an anti-vaxxer
Yeah.
too, because you won't go and steal a beehive
Yeah.
from bees and a bear.
And it's funny because I would say we watched this before, which we did, but it didn't make it out. So we didn't know it.
make it out. So here's the live
Yeah.
reaction to this.
Here it is
video.
again. Fresh. Unsafe.
Right.
This is cool. Watch the cat. What the fuck?
Like, what's that?
And there's a
Like an
fire
ice cream
truck with a
truck.
drunk driver. Someone jacked a fire truck. Where's the fire?
And then
Right
it
over
starts out. Originally, when I watched this video, I thought what happened was that whole thing happened, and then he turned the camera back to himself, and it was like back to singing. And
Oh, that
shit.
would be so funny.
But yeah, he's got his cat down here with a sandal on, one off, the one that's not
Yeah.
on any pedals or anything.
Multiple dangerous violations
I don't
here.
drive. I would rather drive barefoot than have the sandal on, because I feel like my sandal's gonna get caught in the gas pedal or in the brake, or I won't be able to brake all the way, or the gas pedal will be down
Yeah.
or something, and I gotta fidget with some things, and I don't want that to happen. So I just put both slides or sandals to the left or in the back.
Yeah.
Or just wear shoes. And a cat down there is even worse.
Yeah, and what is he? Is he coming back from the vet? Is he going? What's he
He's
going to do
chilling.
with the cat once he needs to park somewhere? Where he's going? Is he going to take the cat with him inside of the store?
Yeah.
Just have a cat.
Sometimes you just have your cat, but you can't have your cat needed to.
Nice.
So, but
Nice.
your cat slides under the brake. What do you do? And all right, this is the situation. All right, brought this up on the last one. You have your cat under the brake.
Yep.
There is a sandal caught on the gas pedal as well, holding it down all the way. So you need to push down the brake, but you're approaching a tree really quick. It's a really wide tree, so you can't possibly get out of the way. And if you manage to get out of the way, there's a baby on the left side of the tree, and there's two babies on the right side of the tree. So you're not going to escape the situation without some type of thing. And you either have to smash this cat or hit some babies or hit a tree. And that
Yep.
brings me to the situation where that people put with electric cars. That's funny.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
no,
it's
not
great.
electric cars. Sorry, it doesn't have to do with the electricity. It's with the self-driving.
Yes.
So you have your self-driving car, and it's going along the road, and there's an old lady in the street, but in the only place where it can swerve, what is there? A tree, or a person on a bike.
Swarm of babies.
Swarm of babies. Is that what's the thing? What was the other thing we looked up? The animal.
Oh, it was a
Thing.
cacophony or a cornucopia.
A cornucopia of
Was it cockroaches? Salamanders or snails or slugs.
Oh,
A cornucopia of slugs.
Because banana and slug. We wanted to figure out what a group or a gang of slugs would be.
Yeah.
It's a cornucopia.
Yep. Turns out it's not a group or a gang. It's a cornucopia.
A cornucopia of slugs.
What if gangs started referring to their gangs as cornucopias?
The blood cornucopia, the crip cornucopia. That's so
Look
hard
out
to
for those
say.
cornucopia inner city cornucopia members.
Inner city corns. They'd have
Corns.
to cornucopes or something.
I'd like to
They'd have
join
to
your cornucopia.
figure that out. Can I join? Yeah, that's hilarious. Anyway, so this impossible scenario of your self-driving car,
Yeah.
it certainly can't brake in this scenario. Well, you're too
No brakes.
close to the stuff, I guess, is the thing. But it's smart. It's gonna figure something out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is my response to that. No, but the human error of we got to take that out of cars, right? There's too many people with these giant machines just whipping them around and
Yeah.
either having some road rage or just like, is it too much freedom that we're allowed to just drive cars around?
I don't know. It allows for
I
freedom
love
of
it.
motion. Allows for
Travel. It
allows
changed
for-
the things, changed the games.
yeah. Allows for what is it? The
Pollution.
continuance and growth of commerce.
Commerce.
What is
If you're coming here for a laugh, you're getting it.
Yeah, I
today.
hope so. You better.
Commerce. The old problem with this scenario is that it can break, right? It can stop. Break. The car can stop.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've said this before, but they stink. They're noisy. They can break down. They drip oil.
What race are we talking about?
The cars.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was just going to clarify. It's not. This isn't the unaired John Gruden episode. So we
No.
don't have
Yeah,
to-
this is not. John Gruden. Oh my God, we haven't gotten to talk about that. We should.
Oh yeah, we talked about it, but then the podcast was lost.
Yep, it's
So-
fine. But anyway,
What were we getting to?
cars.
Cars.
They're gross.
Cars 2.
They're gross.
Cars
Yeah,
3.
Cars 2 is terrible.
John Gruden got fired.
Yeah, but back to the car thing first.
Well,
Wanna
maybe
finish with that.
I want to talk about.
Okay,
John
we'll
Gruden.
go. We'll circle back.
Yeah, how about we circle back already and go back to cars? Go.
All right, cool. Well, the car thing, you were saying basically, they were, clunky, ugly. Well, not ugly, but they're noisy.
They're all like
Yeah.
cars need some changes anyway. We're overdue. We
Yes.
need some innovation. They're all starting to
Yeah.
look the same. They have like
Yeah.
when you have like classes, you got a mid-class sedan, you got your trucks.
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of look the same. You're
Mhm.
starting to see some stuff like Cybertrucks, and then you got Rivian.
Yeah.
You got some other trucks.
Yep.
But cars look too similar, and this
Yeah.
is like what we're trying to avoid with the talk of communism making everything look the same, and there's no innovation or creativity. It's just a gray nothingness of everybody gets the same thing.
Mhm.
Everybody lives in a similar house, similar model of house where they're all lined up in a line in a neighborhood. You all have the same car, sort of thing. Same
Mhm.
similar looking stuff. We want some freedom here, some creativity
Yeah.
in an individualist society. It's what we need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my political speech
Yeah.
for today.
But yeah, when you think about it this way, like would the Model T come out in like the 19-teens, I guess?
Yeah.
So around
Things are
then,
changing.
in 1970, that's 50 years, over 50 years
Mm.
after that.
And they-
Hybrids
well-
should have come out at that time.
Yeah,
And now it's
but,
100
if
years
you look
later.
If you look at it, you got the horse-drawn carriage.
Yes.
Then you got the Model T.
It's like a steam-powered car
Mhm.
first. That was like the
They were
contraptions
crashing.
that came out first.
When there were like two cars in a state,
Yeah.
they were still crashing into each other. So
Mhm.
right then, they probably should have figured out maybe a thing like a train, and then they did kind of. Well, that was before the car.
A subway.
I'm getting my history messed up.
1800s before
And
the
at this
car.
point, obviously, there's only British and American.
Yes.
And those two places were the two places where civilization was happening.
You can live in British or you
According
can
to
live
the
in
textbooks. You could live in British or you can live in American. That's as simple as that. And if you want to know how to say American in sign language, it's this.
America.
Because this is America,
And it's put there.
and this is called an agent marker.
Oh, okay.
This is like ER.
Mm.
So like American you're like America like you're an America you're American. Or if you like it's like that. Like if you're a teacher, like this is teach, and then you signal this for, or like you're a teacher, but it works the same with America. Plus, you're a person that's from America. You're an
Okay.
American. Thought I'd give
Wow.
everybody a lesson right there with
Little sign
zero
language lesson.
visuals,
Yep.
which are very important for sign language.
Yep. So there you go.
So
Back
figure
to
if
the car.
I can explain it without any visuals, then it should be good. Back to cars.
Anyway, back to the car.
If Dodge would like to release an image or a video of their muscle car that's electric, I'd like to see that because it looked cool. It looked like a '69 Charger, which I'm into.
Yeah, it looked kind of neat.
Old car. I like bench seats. This truck right here that's on my desk, the aforementioned truck earlier, has a bench seat in it. I want a bench seat. The Cybertruck doesn't have a bench seat, does it?
No, I don't think it does. Maybe you could order one, but I don't know if you like start sliding around and stuff in there.
I'll make sure I don't. Well, here's what they could do. They could do a bench seat, but maybe have like a slight divot in each seat where someone's sitting.
And imagine cars before seat belts with a bench seat.
Yeah, they thought the seat was the problem?
Yeah.
The not having the belt was the issue.
Pretty much.
Honestly, the car was the issue. The giant 2000 machine that rams into another one that you need a belt or a non-slippery seat for is the issue.
Yeah, but it just kept on going because it makes a lot of money.
I guess if you're turning, then you wouldn't want the bench seat because you could just slide over while you're in the car.
Just like holding onto the steering
wheel while turning. If you're just not paying attention to anything and you're making a turn and you just flop over to the other side of the car, you shouldn't be fucking
just
driving the car.
Immediately.
Just leave it going. Is that the worry?
Yeah, that's what people started doing. The first guy who had to turn, imagine that he wasn't expecting it, and he like turns it and flops over. Yeah, he just like it throws him.
That was the G-force they started experiencing when they were going like 15.
Yeah, they're like, what is this?
At that point.
Yep.
But you're right. We could use some innovation in travel. And I saw an article this morning. It was something cool. It was like China denies a nuclear test in which they had something. Let me look at this screenshot. They had a thing. It was like they've denied that they have a nuclear capable hypersonic missile, saying that their test that the United States is questioning was a routine spacecraft experiment. So they were like, there was apparently something in August where China tested a hypersonic missile or some type of thing that circled the globe. I'm just gonna turn this off.
Yeah, hopefully it's still recording. Hopefully it's still recording.
Hopefully it's not.
Start over.
So they had some sort of craft circle the globe and then speed towards its target. They said demonstrating an advanced space capability caught U.S. intelligence by surprise. But China was like, it's not a nuke or a missile or something. It's a spacecraft. So they were like, it's a routine spacecraft experiment to verify reusable technology, which is great significance for reducing cost of spacecraft use. Many companies in the world have carried out similar experiments, China says. And then, so I guess the United States was like, what the hell was that? Going around there, speeding around. And China was like, it's just a little craft thing. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everybody shoots these up.
It went around the whole globe.
Yeah.
Like fast? Are we doing that? Are people just doing that routinely?
Who knows?
How fast did it go?
Yeah, I mean, that's a question that I would have for China.
Now, Jay, if China was on the podcast right now,
if I was talking to China?
If you were talking to him, what would you say?
I'd just be like, man,
Mr.
what is the deal here, China?
And that's it. That's just it right here. Yeah. That's our question. That's the Big Chillin' Podcast official question for China.
What is the deal?
What is the deal here?
What is the deal here?
That's actually better than I could have come up with. Like anything. Like that's an actual serious question.
Yeah, what is the deal?
What is the deal here? Because that's an open-ended thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask in an interview, you got this on lock. Okay? You don't want to ask a question that's going to end in a yes or no.
Yeah.
Do you have nukes? That's stupid. That's not going to... You don't make friends asking questions like that, America.
That's stupid.
You don't just go making friends accusing people of nukes.
Yeah, what the hell? China doesn't ask us what we're doing. Well, they probably do, but like...
they don't care. They have nukes and spaceships that go around the globe, apparently.
Yeah. And they're buying the world and fixing it, and not fixing it, but like taking it over instead of...
Infrastructure-wise?
America. They can have the Middle East, my God.
Yeah, they can.
Joe Biden said probably. It's like, they can have it. Fuck it. We already took everything.
If, I want to talk about transportation since we're on cars.
Congressman, I want to talk about transportation, though.
What about horses? Seriously.
Yeah, it was the horse.
Oh, man. I didn't save that video of the horse eating that little bird from earlier. I should have said, I was going to say, what about horses? And then that video, and then that's why. That's why we don't use horses still. They're stupid.
Yeah, they just eat living creatures on the ground.
I do appreciate. I get into the car sometimes, and I'm like, I'm in this piece of technology, this pod.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the speakers and stuff. I'm listening to the music through my device.
Yeah.
Got the sound waves going. I can go pretty fast in this thing and be really far in like really short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. It's like it's not a spaceship, but it's a thing that transports you to a place. It's pretty cool. And at night it lights up and it's bright. It's futuristic looking. I think that held us over for quite a while. We weren't like...
Yeah, I mean, it's still doing it.
Yeah, because cars are still pretty cool. If you think about it, they're just... We need to move on to a different type of car because of the climates. But they're starting to innovate in different ways and starting to be utility things, which they've been in the past, obviously, but even more so with the technology that's coming out. The self-driving thing would be amazing because then they could be entertainment vehicles. We don't know what's going to happen, but the 20s are going to be defining in cars, 20s cars,
yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
20s music, 20s movies.
Pretty weird.
Coming
oh my
out.
God. Well, the thing is, like, the
it's
20s,
man.
Yeah, the 20s back in the day, though, back in the other 20s, I guess, not the 20s that happened before those 20s. That'd be the 1820s.
Those were the real 20s before those.
Everyone's just like, those
that's
aren't
what
the
those
real
people
20s.
And the 1720s people,
Yeah.
when the 1820s people were like, we're going to have some cool stuff,
Yeah.
like lights. And
Yeah.
then 1720s people were like, yeah, we had the real 20s.
Yeah.
Cotton.
Yeah.
And like,
God.
shirts.
Candles.
Shirts
Yeah.
coming out.
Made our own clothes.
Yeah. But no, we could have flying vehicles.
Yeah.
I mean, there's talk of a eVTOL airport in, like 25 minutes away from us in 2 years. They still have a lot to do on that. It's a German company called Lilium. I think we've talked about before on here. But it's basically a 6-person drone scaled up, I guess. But that's cool. I'm into that. That's different at least.
Yeah, propellers and stuff. I mean.
Yeah, propellers have been around though. We need some different propulsion.
Yeah.
Spaceships are, I guess, gonna come out. When are we gonna get those? We need to have Lex Friedman on.
Yeah, I mean, just ask him all the hilarious questions. All the people.
What's the deal?
What's the deal, Lex?
Just want to check the time.
Yeah, hopefully it's recording.
Nice.
All
Hopefully
right.
it's recording. If it's not, that would suck. But
Just name
I
it
mean,
and hopefully
what
it's
would we do?
recording.
We would move on and record another one.
Yep, the most important podcast is the next one.
Yeah, my favorite podcast. The next one.
The next one. That's hilarious.
That's what Tom Brady says when they ask him which Super Bowl is his favorite.
Yeah, the next one I'm gonna get.
Next one I'm definitely gonna get.
So funny.
No, but that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Podcast.
Cool.
That was
Really cool.
it's one of the ones,
Yeah. Just one thing real quick though, back on the car thing, since we're still basically on that. If cars do become like,
Just kidding.
if it only becomes legal to own an electric car in some states, like maybe California or New York are the more liberal ones, then it will make the state better, a little bit more clean potentially. I'm not going to say, just there's no barrier between borders that stops the wind from the polluted states from blowing into that one. But like the people who don't want to have electric cars might just get up and move.
Yeah, they might move to a different state where they're allowed to have their freedom and have
whatever
their
they
own
want.
car. But I mean, if America's gonna be that fascist to outlaw the humble car,
But the thing is,
the
they're not outlawing
hardworking,
cars.
humble American car,
They're not banning cars though. Banning gas-powered cars.
they're banning cars.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is Texas, and a car is something that has gas.
Yes.
I
Forever.
mean, I imagine that people in Texas and people in a lot of those places are going to adapt
maybe
with the technology.
Are you sure the Texans are
because-
going to adapt?
Maybe. I got to rethink that. But regardless, the technology is going to continue to improve. So something is going to catch the eye. I mean, people love technology, and conservatives are no different. So
Well, I mean,
maybe when there's an awesome, super affordable car that they are into that has crazy capabilities that a gas car could never have, like an insane range, or I don't know, whatever they want at this point in time. But I don't know. I think there's going to be a time where we kind of accept that electric cars are superior.
Yeah, I think there might be a mass exodus of like conservative people who do like to feel the engine
rumbling.
clinking or whatever. They say. I don't care about any of that.
It is kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, but like,
I don't need to hear it all the time. Like,
yeah, I drive a Jeep Patriot 2015. I'm not driving a classic muscle car. I'm like, yeah, I can feel the engine. That
like a
V6,
yeah,
2.2 liter.
And I like my car. I hope it lasts a long time. Actually, and because the audio is amazing and it like works. And it's comfortable.
I have a V4.
It's a nice car. A little Chrysler 200. It's pretty damn cool. I really do. I hope it lasts a long time. And then maybe after that point, I can get an electric car. I think it will be electric, either a Cybertruck or whatever comes out that's cooler than that.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, if you have
a spaceship, really is what I want, but
Yeah.
I'd settle for a car, I guess. If we are still doing that.
Yeah, and the same thing, like, I'm sure, like, Chevrolet Impala, like, whatever, 2018 Chevrolet Impala people aren't like, oh, I want to feel the engine and the metal and the mechanics in my car. It's like my sedan, or like a Toyota
Speaking
Corolla.
of people that like stupid shit, let's talk about the concept. And this is a thing in Florida.
Being from
there's
Florida?
two places, two walled-in sanctuaries.
Oh, there's more than that, probably.
For old people. Two ones that I know of, I guess. Like
in the immediate area.
Old people to drink and listen to Jimmy Buffett and like
It's weird.
do interesting stuff. It's
Watch
like
Fox
Margarita. You got the
News.
Margaritaville civilization, and you have the villages, which are their own place with their own ideology, and this is what's gonna happen. You got these segregated communities of old people that are allowed to vote.
Mm-hmm. And they pipe in Fox News.
That's my whole thing. They pipe in whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Who knows what it'll be 5 years from now?
Well, the old
goat
folks'
yoga?
homes, they just
They're
play
going to be
it.
goat yoga? Are they
No,
gonna start
they'll never
They're
like
never
that.
going to do goat yoga.
They hate
What do you think about
exercise,
goat
probably.
yoga?
It's for liberals. Well,
They
the thing
help?
is, I'm not really a goat fan, unless maybe I haven't tasted goat yet, so maybe
I've never had
a
it.
goat fan.
They fry it up. Maybe
mhm.
I'll try it.
Sounds good. I don't know, but I don't know what's relaxing about the goats being near you and like pooping and
They're a
doing their
little
David
unsettling.
Spade noises and yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely David Spade.
I have no idea. That's not like a fun. And now we shall stretch. Like, oh,
And
what?
like, you're mad because David Spade is, or you think David
Yeah.
Spade's there, and you're like,
Just like
yeah,
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest Tubi movie?
No.
You be watching Tubi? Tubi movies?
How many streaming
You stream
platforms are
Tubi?
out there? Like
I don't know, but
trying to start up.
every time I see a commercial for Tubi, it makes me laugh. Like nobody's ever gonna buy that shit.
Yeah, it's like,
Nobody's
oh man,
gonna
wow.
watch a Tubi movie.
They own the rights to Matrix for a couple of months. Wow, it's pretty cool. Get
Tubi
the subscription
originals.
so they can get rid of the movies you like. So you just keep your subscription and take your money so you don't watch them anymore.
It's an interesting formula. You buy enough
Yeah.
movie rights that you're like
Just enough.
like people, just enough for people to have to get your thing, like,
Yeah.
to see these classic movies.
Yeah.
Like and it's not. They're smart now. It's not just a one-off. Like someone will get the Harry Potter collection,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, God damn. Well, they got Harry Potter. We got to get Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
or something to
Now
keep
it's
people
like,
to have them all.
gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all, and then end up paying the same amount of money. I think it'd still be less if you have every streaming service
It's a bit
like
less.
Disney Plus, Netflix,
Yeah, which ones
Hulu,
are they?
Tubi. I'm not even gonna mention Apple TV. That's below Tubi to
A
me.
majority. Yeah. Apple's worse
That's
than
like
Tubi.
YouTube TV level.
Yeah. Wasn't it people who like it's like whatever Laszlo or some shit?
Yeah, like you got these people that are like, oh, Ted Lasso.
That's how they figure
It's
out
like
who has
a-
an iPhone in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, watch Ted
It's like
Laszlo.
how you figure out who's in your echo chamber of streaming
Of
service.
technology
You're
ownership.
gonna have like the Hulu tribe.
Oh, but Jesus Christ!
In the future,
Will
you
there
like
be
the
one?
Netflix tribe, the people who really like Squid Game, and they're like Squid Game, Stranger Things.
Hilarious.
The Netflix people, you got the Amazon Prime, who watch movies and pay for them even after having Amazon Prime.
That is the dumbest thing.
It's
They're trying to sell.
ridiculous. We have it, but
Yeah, trying to sell. Okay, so what a great scheme.
Well,
I wish
actually-
I was behind this. We'll set up a streaming platform that people pay for already, so you get that money coming in whether they buy stuff or not, and then have movies that are $30 for rental in there.
Yeah, Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds
What
was like
the
$20
Yeah,
for
no.
rental.
No, I'm not going.
For rental?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I could rent a movie theater for that.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just literally go back to the fucking disease-filled movie theater and, you know, oh my God, but $20 to inside my own house? I'm like, no thanks, no. Could wait a couple months, but yeah, it's a great move. Just lure them in with stuff, and then have the stuff like be temporary, and then that's gone, and then just throw a bunch of stupid, raise the price a little bit every couple of years, and then make a bunch of originals that are just copies of movies that already came out or whatever. Or like
what's the one that's coming out that people are like making fun of right now? Home Alone. Home Alone is like 4 or 5, and people were like, "Oh, 3 and 4 were not good," and we told you.
Yeah, 3 and
people
4.
are not being
There's
nice
a 4th one
on the internet. I don't even know, but like people will not stand for this. They're like, "This is where we draw the line. You're not remaking this. This movie's gonna suck, and we will go to the house of the child actor
and murder him."
No, egg his house.
Okay. Sorry.
They're like, we will harass you.
We will
online.
draw and quarter him in front of everyone.
And
because it's his fault. The kid who gets hired to after the movie's
people are
written.
mad. they didn't get Macaulay Culkin at current age.
That is weird though. Why would they want that? I know.
But like, maybe they do. And I would like that better than it would be better than the movie that they're currently making. But then we were like, what if Macaulay Culkin is the robber this time?
and
Like he comes into the house and it's him. But then this kid
who's the
convinces
kid?
him. I don't know. Convinces him
exactly.
He's like, we can help you. We can rehabilitate you. You're not. Remember when there was all those things like clickbait articles like Macaulay Culkin on crack?
Oh
meth,
yeah, meanwhile he's just
recovery.
like chilling.
He was just chilling. He's like minding his own business.
Had a minor drinking problem, perhaps.
Maybe
got an ulcer from the stress of Hollywood.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Now
I think
with Mila Kunis.
Yeah,
or no, he's not.
He's married to London Tipton.
London Tipton. Now he was with Mila Kunis.
Yep. So now
she was like, "I'm just gonna go back to Kelso."
And, like, nah, stay with Kelso,
like,
not shower together.
We go. Yeah.
That's
she
fine.
found her thing, and he found his.
Yeah,
you know?
perfect.
Macaulay Culkin then gets convinced by the kid to be a good person again, and then they're like alone in the house for some reason, and then they hear something downstairs.
Whoa!
And they're like, "What was that?" Then they got to band together and team up against
none other than Joe Pesci
and Marv,
because we don't know his actual name.
It's Marv.
Yeah, Marv.
Joe Pesci and Marv.
Yep, they're like lumbering around.
They just got out of jail again.
Yeah, for whatever murder, maybe this time.
Yeah, maybe they were never in there for anything too crazy.
Yeah,
maybe they were smoking the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, and in Indiana or something.
Yeah,
or
Chicago.
Alabama. Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, in Mississippi, and they got 45 years each.
They like it when you call it Chi-Town, I think. They like
Chi-Town?
Yeah, they enjoy that.
Yeah. I like the Chi Lights.
Yeah.
Band.
Chi-Town Night Lights, yeah.
Anyway, that's the podcast. That's Big Chillin.
That's everything.
That's
we'll
everything.
End with that.
Yeah. That's good shit.
Yeah, but they shouldn't release
subscribe,
a new movie.
Rate, comment, hit the bell. What else should they do? Tell them to do something.
Don't watch.
Don't watch.
Any new crappy movies.
Don't watch any new crappy movies. Be good to yourself. Watch good ones. Watch good movies. Watch things you like. Consume things that are good.
Yes.
And have a good time.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's the Big Change Podcast.